Hello. Okay, welcome back to CSCI 315 for today's lab. In the last week lecture we talked about some like email, right? Okay. Today we will try to do something related to email. And right here let's say here's a background like is a how can we using checking the email using the Wireshark. Okay. The prerequisite. So to be ready and install your Wireshark. Okay, so you maybe use it for your Windows or like Mac OS, wherever. So any platform will be fine. Okay, and just like here, slightly a background. So here will be like, let's say there's a school and then there's some harassment like email. So they're living in the dorm. Okay, so if we capture all the traffic between the like dorm outside or something like extract some useful information from the traffic log. Okay, so because like there's something living in the dorm and then it's sending some email out. Okay, and then through some email it forward the email to your lab professor like this, and you try to monitor, okay, where's the email come from. So here's the background. That's what it really happened. Okay, in this like called a scenario code. And here's slightly background. So it just like saying, okay, because in the IT department, we save an email and then from person. So when you're like working in the chemistry department, so once you receive the harassing emails and then suspect that they may be sent by some student from the class, right? So once they check their personal email, okay, and then they provide some screenshot on the browser. So as the system administrator receive this complaint, then you try to looking for some useful headers and from the email message, and also like try to kick in the full message headers. Okay, and check it. In the lecture, we try to like search all those header. So from the header, you able to obtain the IP address. Okay, so maybe like which room shared it, and then also maybe like you able to see, okay, because from the Ethernet connection in the every room, but not really from the Wi-Fi access. So of them they install the Wi-Fi router in the room. So also because in common practice, and then there's no password on this Wi-Fi. Something like this, and then because there are several like email message, so they like appears to come from the IP address. So maybe they will try to place a network sniffer. Okay, so on the Ethernet port. Okay, so it turns out all the packages are locked. Okay, and then later, when the teacher like received another email, and this time, so like instead of sending directly, so the perpetrator, so we try to send it to the web-based service called the reself@destruct.com, and then this website will be like briefly show the message, and then we will report it like having destruct. So here's the how it works. Okay, then we need to determine if there's a student in the class where we're responsible for this harass email. So it's the task. Okay, and for this exercise, I will try to upload the zip file, okay, to my Leo, but you are not required to do anything for this lab. So you can follow a step because this one is pretty simple and straightforward. Okay, as a lab, if you're watching and if you want to follow, and you can follow the guideline. Okay, but you don't have to make any screenshot or do the submission. Okay, except this one. And there's slightly background, and when you receive, like, because start from the beginning, what you say that when we check the full message header, so we will say, okay, the IP it gets like is from the university dorm. Just like we say, something like this, and then in this class, the roster, so you see like who is the teacher, and then there's some student. Okay, so here's the hints in background, and what do we need to do? We need to start. The second thing is like because the instead of sending directly, so it sends from the called the reself@destruct.com. Okay, this self-destruct. So once they click on the link of email, so after you read the content provided by the website, okay, so after like it's a content, and then screenshot like provided right here from the faculty. So they make the like screenshot showing the content. So instead of sending directly this time, it only showing from the website. So it increased the difficulty. Okay, then how can we like able to check from who are getting it? So here's like more like content from the code self-destroy. Okay, so you have like how many seconds like it will destroy like after you open it. Okay, and then you see like it's a free like secure anonymous email. Okay, there are some keywords you need to pay attention right here. Okay, and when we start to work on exercise, okay, so you mainly there's a git there from the digital corporate AWS, so you can download from this link. Okay, it's called the PCAP. Okay, PCAP format, and also I will upload the file. So this one, so you can open it through using the Wireshark. And in the beginning, we will try to verify the hash code like to checking, okay, this file. And I'm not going to like demonstrate. This part should be usually like familiar. So we always checking the hash file to compare. And so then let's start. Okay, so let's start. We can use our Wireshark to do the experiment. So I will open the app and Wireshark. Okay, and then I will open the file. Okay, let me, because I already have a record, so I just like, oh, you can like, choose this file. Okay, that's how we begin. Okay, and in this file you see what's the like because in the background we mentioned, because the teacher tried to install the like the snippets, like try to capture all the package, so it's a huge amount. So for the if for the digitals that for WhatsApp, okay, yes, then how can we filter like find all the content what we're looking for in this? So here's the like the scenario we need to analyze. Okay, so we need to ask some certain things. First, there's a student try to access the website. Okay, and then we were checking, okay, so student from the dorm, so here's the background, so they will access the website with selfdestruct.com. Okay, and from this .com they will like post like from the they will posting the form. Okay, so this form, and then save on the content we save on the server. Okay, so if you remember in the lecture we talk about like how we send a package. Okay, and this and also the website will send the notice the notification, okay, to the destination or client. This time will be the faculty, the teacher. Okay, so they will click on the link, so this thing we will access to the server side, and the server side will send the content saved on the website to the client, okay, the faculty. So here's the whole scenario of this flow of it. Okay, then how can we find the evidence to reconstruct the scenario? So if our assertion is correct, okay, if we're doing this way, maybe we need to think about as a student, or maybe the student access the website one. So as a step one, so maybe we will know who they access to this website. Okay, maybe from the IP address, their MAC address. Okay, so how? Maybe they use the HTML. Okay, some get method. Okay, try to get this like self-destruct. Okay, but we don't know when. And then also the student, they fill out the form, right? They will put on the form, so they will contain the content on the website. So they will post it. So if you know the networking web programming, so here's like we try to access to a website, we get the content, but after we fill out the form, like including maybe who is the receiver, and then what's the content, then we save it. Okay, so from to object, subject, or content. So just say if you went now, like we kept like we call the memory like what we mentioned in the lecture. So like when we transfer like server to server, middleman, and then like how can we put all those headers, right? So necessary format for this. And the website will send a notification to the faculty will click on the link. And when the faculty open the link, so you try to request, right? So then we get the request. So we receive the content. So that one will be the email content received. Okay, so here will be the mapping to say, but we need to figure out like when. Okay, what time? Okay, so then we need to think about, okay, so which IP, so let's say because we're looking for like which IP access to this, like with self-destruct.com, okay, and then does the IP post the harassing comments to the website, or the HTTP post that contain the harassment message. Okay, we need to like think about this one. Okay, so is the IP associated with any like suspects? Also, is the suspects like really in the faculty's class or anything? Okay, and then when we need to ask when the time like they use it. So we need to think about it. And in the step one, like we're moving like the part one, like 1, 2, 3 right here, access to a website and then get a return value, right? Okay, so associate in this part. So maybe we will using, okay, we're thinking using get, right? And also looking for the host will be self-destruct, okay? Because they copy a comment, so as the first one, I only save it. So right here you see, and I paste it and try to search it. Okay, so right here you will see for HTTP request method, we're using the get method. Okay, get method, and the match with the content will be self-destruct. Okay, so you see right here we have the source and then destination. Okay, so we will see right here. So you will see the content we able to obtain. Okay, evidence. Okay, and then if we look at the host, okay, and of course like there's like in below we have like more like information like when the time like even that's like connecting IP protocol. So all these like all the information like will be like included for the Wireshark. So when we try to capture and then our HTTP protocol like this, okay, and then also the transmission control. There's some information right here. Then we should able to find, okay, because we are trying looking for the host, like is it actually this like who, which source and then destination, and then is it really access to it. So we will go to the location with the text, and then when we try to looking for the get content, and then we will say, okay, it's actually is the whole the host is the will self-destruct. Okay, so far the content will be yes, right? So we are able to find this content. Okay, so far will be the first step. Okay, and of course we can have another like alternative, like let's say if you need to find the IP from the HTTP response, because it may be possible maybe anyone also can access to a website, so they will see the web page title and then maybe like title in HTML format. Okay, that's what we can see. So maybe the title, if you know the HTML content, so then we can like search for the keyword in the title. Okay, so here like it will be maybe if we want to search, like when you look at it, it's a secure anonymous email, right? So if I want to see, okay, who received this type of title, so we can use for the data test link lines and then using contains. Okay, so data test line and then contains, and then we put in the title right here. So like try to match with the title, like email, and you see right here with the quotation. Okay, and then when we hit enter, so right here you're able to see, let me go back to the hypertexting. From here, the returns you will see, okay, so from the there's a time, and then from sequence, so what's the source and then destination, because here's the direction. Okay, so from where, because we're sending this content, right? Back, so you see the source and then destination, and then we returning the content. Okay, so right here in the opposite way, when we send in data, so that's like what we receive. So that's why you see this time the source is from the server, and then the receiver like destination will be the one you receive like from the student. Okay, so you see there's a two response message right here. So you see there's a two response message. So one is a shorter length, one is a longer. Okay, and that's the idea. Also, we can get the IP address, like we know who. So conclusion so far in this stage is that after we checking, so we'll know, okay, so you know the IP belongs to Chrome, and then from the returning HTTP, okay, is a content, and then and with the source. Okay, so here this like this what it looks like. And this of course, like we have some HTTP content, and then sometimes what like the trunk. This one is like hex, like save like in metadata, and then with the content right here. So you see like it's a self-destroy and then email like this. So you can see some certain data and header. Okay. So far that means like, okay, our first step. So we know the flow. Okay. So we can search it. And of course, also you can like if you want to checking for the field, like the field name, so we can use it for the prepare filter. So when you check the data text line, okay, if we just then really general content, okay, so instead of contains, so we're checking for the data text line. So we find the data text line, and then you'll see when we try to access, so get the text line, we want to see the line-based text data, so we can like prepare as a filter. Also, it's possible, and you just like go to here, and then with the line, let me. There's like one of it you see like 75, and then there should be like one more, and let me do something. Okay. So here you will see the lines, and then you can like right click and then prepare for filter, and then you can like choose it for it. Okay, select it. Okay, so it's also one of the possible way we can do. Okay, and but basically we are already like in this step, so we can like put it, okay, from which IP address, and I said like connect to this like source. Okay, we self-destruct.com. Okay. Then next, I move forward. Okay, after from this step 3, then we will ask a question: does this IP post a harassing comment to the website? Then we're thinking, okay, is this really sending some certain content? Okay, so maybe where you're going to send, you're looking for the IP address. So right here you see, okay, because we try to post the content, right? So IP, so when's the source? Which one is source? You see that from this. So source should be the one who is posting, right? Posting will be the from your computer, then will be the 192.168.15.4 will be the source, and the IP destination will be the server side. Okay, server side, and then what's the method? It's a post method, right? Post it. So I just like get it. So here and condition, and then I put all the matching. So right here, I search for some content, and then you see, okay, so we get the source, and then destination, and then this is a post method. Okay, and okay, so right now we see, okay, the teachers like the email, okay, and then with the content, okay, you can have okay, so you can see all the content right here from the form. Okay, so it's we can prove, okay, from this IP address, it does like post certain content to this server side. Okay, so we can able to find. Okay, so we are kind of finished in this step. It post and save to the server. Once it post, it will save to the server. Then also we'll ask more, okay, if this IP address associates with any subspace. Okay, so we try to check, okay, no, if that means that there are some student may use the same IP. Okay, well, that means we cannot like target to certain one of person. Okay, if yes, then we need to find the MAC address. Okay, and we need to make sure, okay, is it this MAC address unique? Okay, so we maybe try to find, okay, we go to the check the Ethernet. Okay, this time we try the Ethernet, and then we say, of course, like you can see the source like Apple, so you may for certain reason. And then when we able to see the Ethernet, and then here will be the MAC address. Okay, so it will be 0017F2E2C0CE, and that's what we're able to get. Okay, then we want to match. Okay, we already get the MAC address, and then it does like post certain content. Okay, this time let's search. Let's search this Ethernet MAC address. Okay, so let me put the Ethernet address. So I try to match with all the content. Okay. So you see like that from the display, it match the line. So from this like MAC address. Okay. So it display almost like 77.6% of right here like display is like related to this MAC address. So we can like search like receive from this. Oh, is that from the Apple device and then from this one. Okay. Then next question is who owns this MAC address? Then if we're able to figure out, okay, because like pretty sure like almost like 76% like I sent from this MAC address. So it's not really like from different MAC address. Then we can ask, okay, so who how to connect this like MAC address to the suspect ID. So we need to know, okay, because for the HTTP, like we say, it's the kind of stateless protocol. So every time like in the request, like we execute by the server, so they will immediately. So you don't have really a knowledge knowledge of like the request like were like execute before. So it doesn't really matter because once you set a request and then we return the response. Okay, sometimes with the cookies, and then if you want to request with a cookie and then we get another response. Okay, so how it's so it's like that means the tricky part, or like how can we learn is like we always have come with the HTTP cookie. Okay, cookie is like a fetch, and then if in the web programming, if you learn like implicate, how can say we try to like create a session, right? Okay, and also sometimes how can the website or they can recognize something. So here's the tricky part: sometimes use a cookie or using session to remember you. Okay, so in this part, this one is using a cookie, so it will be a small piece of data. So they will send to the user's web browser. So actually nowadays, even we implement, no matter you're using like React or even like Angular or Vue.js or this way, they always come with the cookie. Okay, so it from the comes with the header. So the client browser, they may store it and then send it back later. So to the request the same server, they'll know, okay, it's your account, your address, so they don't have to log in or access any other information again. So from the cookie, they know who they are. So in the cookies, we say one is called a session management. Therefore, we say so maybe for the login, shopping cart, like games, score, anything, server, they should remember. Okay, and then maybe something for personalization. Because like if we use cookie to recognize who you are, then pretty sure I can do some like personalization, like thing or tracking, so we know like able to record and analyze your behavior. That means the great hints right here is cookies. Okay, so can we find something or I know the profile like related to like from the cookie? Okay, then how can we get here trigger thing? Okay, right now we know the MAC address, right? So some of the source, and also we want to check if there's some cookies that contain. So okay, so where's because we're looking for some maybe some email information, hopefully. Okay, so that's why we just guessing. So we put the ad right here. So the last step we try to like checking for the MAC address, and because we pretty sure like which device, and then right now we check, okay, if this like the cookies it contains the email. So let's check and find. Okay, it's the last part, and then right here. Okay, so if we go to find the match item, and suppose like there are several like match cookies like package, and then we can like search one by one and then like find it. And of course we maybe have something like other content, and let's like go to the top. Okay, okay, also we should have the one from the online as a first one, and will be like with the cookie connect app will be the 78968 right here. So let's go and go to check. Sometimes for the searching locations. Okay, so it's almost here. So when we see, and then um in the actual location, and then we found the where is it, and we try to search. Okay, for example, you already able to find it, and we need to where can we see the final result? And it always belongs to the location like the cookie pairs, and we try to match with the some like cookie pairs. And once we able to match it, then for pretty sure then we can get the content. Okay. Let's see if we have more. Let's go to our cookie pairs and then about this protocol, and then look at the Gmail account, and then right here, so Gmail check. So from the different cookies, so so far there's one, but for add, and then right here, okay, so we can see, okay, so it's J code J and then add Gmail. Okay, so when we figure out something from the package and then match with some email, and okay, we found something slightly match. Okay, so we'll ask, okay, is this suspect like in the faculty cast list? Okay, I have some names. I think maybe like match. Okay, then of course like we sometimes we can look at the time. Okay, so maybe the time, and let's say we change the we go to our view and then change the time format. Okay, so we can change the time right here. Instead of a second, then we can like maybe if for this case maybe it come with the like UTC date or time of date, so it will give the exact time. Okay, and from the exact time then we can try to like match it. Okay, so when they submit it, and then also like to sending after the like if it's the submit and request time, and after we compare with it and just like see, okay, if from this destination, okay, is it send it from this timing, and then what's like we submit. Okay, so if you match this time, then you're all good. So you say, oh, okay, so it's like pretty close, like same day and then almost the time like this, then we can like switch the time. So you can like do it from the view and then change the time, and you can UTC time date like this, and then you can like have a better match like instead of the second. Okay, so here are the hints. So far like once you match of this, then you maybe like put a high percentage you think it's the same person, then of course you'll move forward for the next step of the investigation. Okay, but as what we do like maybe as a professional doing them, that's what we need to do, and we have done like for the for getting the evidence. Okay, so right here maybe sometime maybe we can check for like is there's any package or like request sending to get the HTTPs like setting cookies, like we get the cookies it contains, or then how about like set the cookies is possible, or like maybe the destination, will we know the IP address, right? So if something like reply, because we know for the sending the request, like of course we sending it, post it, and then of course we will get it. Okay, so this is a communication, that means two-way. Okay, so you need to know the logic how it works, then we can try to find. Okay, sometime maybe we look at for the user agent like Mozilla, so it will know like from the browser we can like to check, make sure, okay, sometimes the URI, okay, so maybe is it the URL content, okay, something like this, or maybe the request method, like what kind of things we post, so will be kind of like possible to filter. So this one will be like pretty straightforward, even though we like send it through the server, but when we try to keep all the like network, okay, so then we are able to tell, okay, just like from one by one. So start from the beginning, from the source, and then to the middleman. Okay, when we know the middleman, then we are able. This one is like pretty easy and straightforward. Like once you for the exercise, you just need to like search it, then you're able to find who is the target. Okay, so who is sending this message like this. Okay, so far will be that's it for our lab, and then I will record our lecture. Just let you know. So we have the spring break, so let you enjoy spring break. Just to let you know earlier. So after spring break, I will prepare like I say it's a midterm or you say a quiz. So same time limit is with the time limit, and then you have I will make it available for a week, so you can do it anytime, and it will be only multiple choice. Will the topic will be like cover from week 1 to week 8, so will be the last chapter. Okay, but so far everything won't be like complicated and challenging, like okay, so it's pretty straightforward. Like, even when you're learning, so I'm didn't really give you something really tricky part. Okay, so just to help you, okay, recap or like think about, okay, what did you learn during the previous 8 weeks? Okay, just to help you to memorize that. Okay, and just more likely it's just a revision. Okay, hopefully it's not that difficult and challenge. Okay, and that's it for this lab. If you want to try and follow this video, so as a basic, you need to install the Wireshark. Okay, so Wireshark will be available. You don't have to use the Linux system. You don't have to like using your VM. You do not need to. Okay, so you can just use your own desktop to investigate. Okay, and because for the Wireshark is like available for different platform. Why not even for ARM? It's like available for Windows ARM or Mac ARM. That means the Apple Silicon like M1 to M4 CPU. So it's all good. So I think everyone should able to follow. So that's why I didn't put it as a lab, and or like you don't have to really create the like make it as an assignment and make any screenshot. Okay, so you're all good. So but only one thing, if you're interested, I will recommend you. Okay, so this one is more like it's a logic, or like how much you know or understand about the flow, like when you send in a request and receive the email. So if you know the flow, then you will have some hints, have some idea of what kind of things you should search for. Okay, so right here from the start from the beginning, from the text, right here, so you will be have some certain content. Okay, right here, so like actually just a few things, like start from like beginning will be like get, and then when they go to this website, because like hints is like it's sending through this website. Okay, so if people are forwarding, then you can imagine, okay, if let's say there's a middleman like forwarding your email, okay, then you can use the same method. This time I change it, like maybe the IP destination source, or like where I get, okay, to the one you receive, and then from this receive I check it, then I can trace back all the way back to the beginning, and then maybe I search for certain important keywords. Okay, maybe certain content, if anything contained. Okay, and then after I match it, and then I find a final destination is like from mainly if I able to get like, I want to guarantee, okay, make sure is it this IP address is only like belongs to certain MAC address. That means if pretty sure it's like, because sometimes if it's a router or something access shared by different hardware, but it's possible, right? You know the DDNs, like they have a dynamic domain name server. So they will assign the IP address randomly to different hardware. So if they doing it this way, then probably maybe not same hardware. So you need to know something related to networking. So maybe the server, no, DNS server never sometimes maybe not always they assign the same IP address to this MAC address. Okay, but most time may be similar. So that's why we try to search it over 70%. Then I have a pretty high percentage believe okay, is this device sending? So that's why I can get this MAC address, right? From this MAC address, let me see if there's something contact add. Why using it? Because we don't know. Like, is it from Yahoo, Hotmail, Outlook, Apple account, Gmail, or some others email account? Okay, we have no idea. So we try to search for keywords if the cookie contact add. And then when you search ad, then maybe we found something ad. So in this example, we are able to find is that the ad contains a Gmail. Then we can pretty sure. Okay, and then when we look at the name, it pretty match to one of the student. Then we may be like that the other to follow up. Okay, so basically what you need to do, you are all good. Like you can change like the mail content. So this will be that's it for our lab. Just like encourage you, like if you're interested, you can download the file and then try to look at it. Okay. And just to repeat one more time, there's no lab for this one, no assignment. You do not need to like make a screenshot or something, anything. Okay, just to let you know. Okay, thank you.